African, Portuguese.
Say that again.
Cocktail here in Mombasa. Swahili cocktail. Arab, African, Portuguese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. My sister. My
Welcome.
Arab Portuguese sister.
Karibu Mombasa.
Your cousin.
Yes.
Forte Jesus.
It could be cousin.
Yes.
Of course, your cousin.
Yeah.
You see our
We
eyes
used to that.
same? Hello.
That's good.
Seven were killed on the spot, and the only survivor. There was a treasure.
Thumbs up.
Thank you.
I said I don't want videos today.
Where? That's the price.
$10. 1,200 shillings. $10. 200 shillings for adults. Kenyan adults, that's like $1.50. And for kids under 16, that's 600 shillings. So that's like 50. That's like $5. Translation of the Portuguese. Description about the outer gate. No, I'll tell you this. Both. There's an inscription in Portuguese above this entrance. Camera lady, put it up there. Go see. Now, what the inscription says, according here, when Philip I of Austria, for those of you who don't know, monarchies in Europe would intermarry with one another. So I guess this guy was from Austria, became king of Portugal. I don't know. It was reigning as Philip I of Portugal. This fortress was founded at his command with the name of Jesus of Mombasa on the 11th of April, 1593. At this time, Aziz the Albuquerque was Viceroy of India. Viceroy means like the governor, I guess, of Portuguese India. And the Captain Major Mateus Vasconcelos had arrived with his fleet at this harbor with the chief architect of India, João Batista Cairá, with Gaspar Rodrigues serving as master of the works.
Is this thing off?
No, it's not off. Bad camera girl. You're cutting my head off. So obviously the British then used this after the Osmans took it from the Portuguese, the Osman Arabs. And so you see also some British influence here. But this was actually the architect of this fortress was some Italian guy that the Portuguese hired. Santi.
The fort is in the shape of Jesus lying down. That's where the Sultan of Oman, temporary resident, was. Sultan Said. All the structures here for the Omanis, there is a Portuguese, the last is a British. Yeah. Come, you see here. Good. So, madam, when you're at the harbor, you show the tickets.
At the harbor?
Yeah, and the first American consulate, Africa Hotel, the Mombasa club, the spice market. But it depends if you like using spices. Madam is there. You cook for you, or you cook for yourself, or you cook for her. There's a cinnamon, cardamom,
No, she
coriander.
cooks for me.
Cumin seeds, fenugreek, black pepper of different varieties.
I'm curious, where's the village?
The village is outside the Forte Jesus, but they are all together, like in the historical. What made the Portuguese come here is what was taking place in the village. Like the villages are in the Horn of Africa, from Mozambique, Zanzibar, from Kirwa, which is the border of Mozambique and Tanzania, to Oman. Yeah, so these cities influenced this guy Vasco da Gama to have a conclusive report to this guy King Philip II of Spain. Spaniard married the princess of Portugal.
Yeah, I know.
The name, you saw that name here. There is a writings when you're coming in. IHS. IHS is a name Jesus in Latin. So King Philip honored Jesus Christ and he authorized the architecture. Was an Italian man.
Yeah.
To carve, he was a chief architect, to carve now the rock. So half down is rock, half up is construction. That wall was built on top of this surface, which is in the shape of Jesus. So there's the head, the shoulders, elbows, thumb, stomach, knees, ankles, the toes, and the lower part of the body. Yeah, so but now, this is where I can recommend you. You start with number 15, then you come to number 6. From there, you can get to see the rest of the sites. The two buildings starts the history because they are Omani.
Where are the tunnels?
The tunnels is number 2.
The tunnels
3.
that they would use to get food while they were being attacked.
Yeah, it's in number 2. And the second tunnel, it's still there.
Passage of the Arabs. Right here.
Yeah. But now, how they used to access the market or where the harbor is. So this is a compass so that you get to understand the old town. This is a fort where the end is. And the village is here. So that's how you came from the airport, going to Diani, that's the east. It's just as the diagram is facing the opposite direction. Yeah. What's your name again?
Joey Jersey.
Yeah, my name is John. So we just give historical city. In the village, it's the 3 dimensions: Arabic quarters, Afro-Arab quarters, and the Indian quarters. So they're going to see different variety of doors, the culture, and the narrow streets. Yeah, you don't look like a tourist. You have a skin tone. So that
Okay.
yeah, from this more Asian, so that you.
So, let's do the drill. Tell your mom, tell your daddy, tell your uncle, your aunt, your niece, your nephew, your sister, your brother, your best friend, your enemy, your worst friend. Tell everybody and the mama. If you enjoy this content, like, subscribe, and share it as well. And leave a comment. And there's always one. And I can see you. I'm waiting. The like button, please. It's free. Thank you. So, they need, I've noticed, when you first walk in, it says Portuguese translation for the inscription. Now, this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now, I don't want to be too picky, but whoever translated should know how to spell Portuguese, because it just seems a little silly. But anyway.
This is an Arabian toilet. So
What?
During those days, this is an Arabian toilet, so they used to sit here like that and pee.
Aren't you a lawyer? Stick to law. So, This is strategically located because there's a creek going into the ocean. In addition to that, there are tunnels, and when this was under siege, they could still get food from these secret tunnels. So when you hear about something being under siege for 2 years, you're like, well, how did they survive for 2 years? Well, they already had food here, but they always had somebody on the outside to help them out, to bring food through these secret passages. Now, let's see. So this gives you an idea. And it would be very hard to just come here and conquest this. That's why it took 2 years. 2 years of fighting. At one point, not all the time. I don't know the exact dates, but I know this was started to being constructed 1590s, I believe. Also, the Malindi people helped the Portuguese come over here, because Vasco da Gama, when he first got here, the Mombasa people were not too friendly. So he didn't forget that. Malindi people helped the Portuguese, and in return, it was like a symbiotic relationship. And then the Malindi became more powerful than Mombasa. So anyway, 63 cannons found inside and outside of the fort. There are different types and origins. There are also many cannonballs which were discovered in and around the fort. Among them are 2,529 659 solid cannonballs, 50 hollow ones, and 54 stone cannonballs. By the way, the bottom half of this fortress is carved stone, right? So this is on top of a big stone, and it was carved. This part was built, but the lower half was carved. So you could imagine the work that went into building this damn fort. I don't know how they did it, but whatever. Though this cannon is a bronze swivel gun dating back to 1677 that was found in the Portuguese wreck of Santo Antonio de Tana, a 42-gun frigate which was bombarded and sunk by the Omani Arabs just at the entrance of the old port in 1698. The Portuguese left out of here in 1732. In my opinion, I think they were too focused on Brazil. This probably wasn't worth the effort to keep, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. The wreck excavation was done from 1977 to 1980. Most of the cannons are made out of cast iron, while others from bronze. The cannonballs vary in size. To shop and São Mateus Bastion. Something very interesting is that all these fortresses, I'm pretty sure there was a church here, or a little chapel. Well, it turns out in Swahili, the word for prison is derived from the Portuguese word church. It's almost the same. That's one of the about 50 so Swahili words derived from Portuguese. Now, I don't know the history behind it, but I'm assuming that when the Osman Arabs came and they reconquered this land, they probably had the prisoners sent to the chapel. And maybe that's how the word jail in Swahili is derived from the Portuguese word church, because all these Portuguese fortresses, they had a church, or let's say a chapel. I don't know if these fortresses were big enough to have a church, but definitely a chapel. So, bottle of water, bottle of juice, some cashews, some dried dates. These are pretty good.
Yeah, dry mango.
This is dried mango. Why is this red though?
Yeah, color.
It changes
Strawberry.
color?
Yeah, we put color.
Oh, you
Strawberry
put
color.
Oh, you put color. Okay.
And water.
And water. And this is going for how much
400, yeah.
altogether?
Yeah, all is 400.
400?
Cooler.
So, I never carry cash in Kenya. They use this app called M-Pesa, linked to your phone number. So this is the phone number. I'm going to use my phone number to send money to this lovely lady's phone, and she's going to get my money. I'm going to get poorer.
Swahili
She's going to
lady.
get richer. Ukuwapi.
Mombasa.
Jina langu.
Gina Lango ni Joey Jersey.
Joyce, where are you coming from?
I'm from America, from the US.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Welcome.
From
Welcome to
Malindi.
Kenya. Hakuna matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna matata.
Amina,
Yeah. That is my name.
inshallah.
Afwan.
Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. Hindi
Alhamdulillah.
Kalam Arabi?
No, I'm
Shoya.
Zait.
Little.
Zait. You understand the zait? Olive. Or olive oil. Zaytun.
Zaytun, yeah, that is the fruits.
No. Yeah.
Zaytun, yes,
That make
yeah.
olive oils. That make olives.
Yeah.
Olive oil. Yeah.
You from America?
Olive
No.
oil.
Olive oil. That is olive oil.
Yeah.
You
No,
from-
no.
Are you
There's-
American?
Yes. There's
Portuguese?
there's a lot of Arab words in Portuguese and Spanish because they were there for almost 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of words.
Spain.
And in Portugal too.
Portuguese also?
Yes. On my father's side of the family, the town, the name is Arabic. It's Alejandra.
Yeah, Alejandra, yeah.
It's an Arabic name.